Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Are you all feeling energized now? I had Imperial Master massaging my tight shoulders. That's something I can't say every day. So I'm so excited to be with you today. And actually, this is the first time I'm giving a lecture on this topic. And I truly believe that this is the key to your success, a balanced life. And I got back from Korea on Sunday. So I was in Korea for 2 weeks. And we had a global strategy workshop where all the 27 global directors came together. And we were discussing and strategizing up to 2030 of the success that we can have with Atomy. And it always hurts me, like when Imperial Master said, "Oh, UK, can they survive?" And you know what I feel inside? My fire burns even more. And I say, of course we can survive. We already have the Atomy system. So I'm even more fired up to prove to everyone that we have such amazing members in UK. Am I right? I believe there is an Imperial Master in this room right now, yes? Yes. So we're going to explore what it means to live a balanced life and how we can create a vision to achieve it. By the end of this session, you'll have the tools to map out your life scenario, which is a personal roadmap for balance and fulfillment. So are you ready to learn? Okay, so let's take a moment to reflect. What does a balanced life mean to you personally? Is it time for your family, health, personal growth, or career? Everyone's version of balance is different, but today we're going to explore how to create it. So, Chairman Hang-gil Park, he's the founder of Atomy, and he sums up a balanced life beautifully. It's about living well, loving deeply, learning continuously, and contributing meaningfully. Money matters, yes. I think we can all say money matters. But what truly counts is what you want to do with the money. So let's explore each of these elements that our chairman speaks about in the Balanced Life video. So hopefully you've all seen this. It's available on YouTube. So live well. When I start prioritizing my health, exercising regularly and eating well, I noticed it wasn't just my body that benefited. I feel more energized, I feel more focused, and I feel more capable in all areas of my life. Because taking care of ourselves physically and mentally lays the groundwork for everything else. If we choose to live well, it's not actually just for ourselves, believe it or not, but it's actually for our loved ones. Imagine if I choose not to live well, who's going to be worried? My husband, my sons, because I won't be a very present mum. My mum, she will be very worried about me. So I have to live well for the ones around me. And to love. As human beings, we're actually wired to need social connections. This is our evolution. We want to be loved. Balancing work and relationships is tough, but I've realized that investing time in the people around me, family, friends, all of you beautiful Atomy members and my colleagues, this enriches my life in unexpected ways. Connections helps fuel motivation and energy. And to learn. Learning is a lifelong journey, and I'll admit that I really felt burnt out after I spent the first 20 years of my life in education. I went through university, I studied 3 years to be an accountant, and then I was really scared of learning. I didn't want to pick up a book ever again. I didn't want to study ever again. And I took some time out, I became a mum, but then I realized to truly grow and actually move forward, we must always keep our minds open to new ideas. We have to be curious about the world, and we never should stop learning. You know, when we were in Korea and Chairman Park, he always says, he read hundreds of books before he started Atomy. He learned everything through books, through learning, through self-development. And that's how he became to start Atomy. So learning is a lifelong journey, and it's crucial for our success, for your success. And of course, to contribute. Contributing to the community, of course, goes beyond oneself. It brings a sense of purpose, and it enriches both our personal and professional life. So for me, being part of Atomy, a company that gives back to society, we've heard we're building hospitals, if you don't know. We've built hospitals, we're building schools around the world to help others. So knowing that I'm part of a company that is transforming lives gives me so much joy and fulfillment. Being part of a company, like Atomy, that gives more satisfaction than any large corporation that I've ever worked for in the finance industry, because we're being part of something, and not just by giving back, but just through our very own marketing plan that you heard Eileen share. It's all about giving back. We want to make many millionaires, not just one billionaire. So let's talk about create the vision. Let's talk about one of our Atomy mottos. Once we understand what balance looks like for us, we can start creating the vision for our ideal life. What is your ideal life? Visualization is really powerful because it helps our minds focus on what we truly want. Okay, what does your balanced life look like? I want you to keep thinking in your mind. What is your balanced life? Imagine the ideal version of your health, your relationships, your career, and personal growth. So when we start writing down our dreams, we're not just jotting down random thoughts. There's even studies in neuroscience on manifestation that shows that when we focus on our goals, it activates parts of the brain responsible for visualizing success and taking action. It's like creating a roadmap for our subconscious mind. So by writing down our dreams, we turn it into concrete actions, making the impossible possible. So Chairman Hangil Park, he is a firm believer that if you have a vision, you should say it out loud and you should write it down. This makes the chances of it becoming reality so much stronger. So don't just think it, say it out loud and write it down. Of course, visualizing it on its own does not make your dreams come true. If only it was that easy, right? If I just had a thought, it would just be poof here. No, of course not. But it won't work unless you align your goals and your actions with what you are visualizing. So today we're going to explore a really powerful tool, and it's writing down our dreams through creating what we call a life scenario, aligning your dreams and goals and actions. So I want to talk about this guy, Andrew Carnegie. He was a very poor immigrant from Scotland who became an American entrepreneur during the Industrial Revolution. Carnegie, he started the Carnegie Steel and became the wealthiest person in the world by the early 1900s. So he came from a very poor background. And after achieving all this financial success, Carnegie, he devoted his life to helping others succeed in life. Chairman talks about it in the video. And he was convinced that if he was reborn again in a poor family, he would still be successful. So he dedicated 20 years of his life studying successful individuals. And so we're going to look at his findings, which is the law of success, which is the true north pinnacle, the true north principle. So the key elements here, the formula for success. Remember, he spent 20 years studying this, so he's done all the research for you, so you're lucky. He said that we must have a purpose, okay? We have to have a clear and well-defined goal. Carnegie believed that successful people have a strong sense of purpose and work relentlessly towards it. Now, mastermind alliance, what do I mean by that? It means surrounding yourself by like-minded, capable individuals who can help you achieve your goals. This involves building a network of people with complementary skills. This is what we have in our Atomy culture, growing together. We are a network marketing company, and we're here together, growing together. So it's giving yourself the opportunity by using and learning off each other. Number 3, applied faith. Carnegie emphasized the importance of having faith in yourself and the ability to succeed, even when faced with challenges. as one of our Atomy mottos, follow the faith. I think Chairman definitely read his book. Self-discipline, what does that mean? Success requires personal discipline and the ability to stay focused on your objectives, managing your time and actions effectively. And then, of course, persistence. Carnegie, he mentored many and taught that persistence is crucial. Failure is often part of the journey. Okay, you look at many successful people and you see their success, but you probably don't realize that they failed many, many times before they reached their success. So the key is to keep moving forwards and learning from setbacks. And then the extra effort, going the extra mile, always provide more service or value than is expected of you. Again, serving in humility, one of our Atomy mottos. So, once you have a vision, it's time to think about habits. This quote, we become what we repeatedly do. We become what we repeatedly do. So, to have a balanced life, we need to create habits that supports our vision. Okay, so here are 3 important habits to adopt. This was summarized in a book by Stephen Covey, who's an author of a really amazing book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So, you have to be proactive. Writing down your dreams helps you take control. Instead of reacting to life, you're designing it. You're taking control. You're being proactive. We are not a product of our circumstances. We are a product of our decisions. So we must take control of our decisions. Begin with the end in mind. This is about visualizing your life, the life that you want. Your life scenario captures your ultimate vision. So you have to start with a clear destination to understand where you are now and the steps you need to take to, in the right direction to get you where you want to be. And then put first things first. What does that mean? Creating a life scenario helps you prioritize. It's a way of ensuring that what matters gets the most attention, right? We're all busy people, so we must prioritize what we want. Put first things first. And as you accomplish goals, your life scenario will continuously evolve, okay? It's not just a one-time thing. You write your life scenario. You'll keep changing. We're always changing. The world around us is always changing. So, what is a life scenario? I hope you've all got a copy of this book, and if you don't, we do sell it on the shopping mall just for £1.75. This simple book could be the personal roadmap to achieving a balanced life and success. You should have received a sheet when you checked in. I hope everyone has a sheet. And you'll see the life wheel. There's 8 circles, 8 angles in the life balance theory. So your 8 dreams, your 8 goals, okay? Keep thinking about what these 8 goals are. Each stage of your life is paving the way for the next. Everyone here, I want to ask you, have you actually planned your life? Have you ever taken the time to plan your life? We only have one life here. For those of you who have planned your life, are you sure you've really written down the life that you want? Is it really the right life that you want? If you haven't, I can say that you're still far from success, right? Why? Because whether a person is successful or not, the point is not about luck or how talented you are, but the point is whether you know what you want and whether you have persevered in doing it. Have you given yourself a fair chance? If you start accurately writing down your balanced life you want, then this book will become your life mentor and spur you on the road to success. So, here are a few tips, okay? Because we're going to do an exercise together. A few tips when writing your dreams. You have to be specific. There's no point saying, I'm just going to get healthier. Okay, how? How am I going to get healthier? So you need to be specific. Say, I'm going to exercise 30 minutes 3 times a week. These are just examples, okay? And you have to align your goals with your values. Your dream should reflect who you truly are and what's important to you, okay? Everyone is going to have different dreams. Everyone's going to have different goals. So it needs to be your values. Visualize success, okay? Take time to mentally picture yourself achieving these goals. You've got to keep playing it in your mind. Don't be afraid to dream. Dream vividly, okay? Every time Chairman has had a dream, all of his dreams have come true, and he's a firm believer that we have to keep playing it like a movie, like you're your character of your own movie. So, for example, Start by dividing your life into key areas. You can see health, relationships, career, personal growth. These are examples. For each area, you should write down your goal and a specific action. Your goals and actions will be different to mine. So make sure in your 8 goals they fulfill the 4 key areas of balanced life. Keep thinking when you fill out these 8 goals, is it to live well? Is it to love? Is it to contribute? And is it to learn? Have those 4 balanced life thoughts in your mind when you're writing these 8 goals. So, I'm clicking through. These are just examples. So, I put, for example, I have to read 20 books relating to self-development by the end of 2025, and I have to study Korean 2 hours per week, okay? I've said it out loud now to over 200 people, so I think I really need to make sure I do this because there's many eyes watching me, even Imperial Master, Crown Master, so I need to make sure that happens now, right? I've said it out loud. This is first. Grow Atomy UK sales by at least 60% per year, every year, at least, okay? That's at minimum. I already stood up to chairman when I was in Korea, and I said this out loud, and I said, we are going to make an Imperial, and we're going to make #1 network marketing company in the UK. So, and of course, like things like family. I want to visit my mom and my in-laws at least once every month. At least once every month. I want to see them even more than that, okay? I know a busy lifestyle, so you have to make these sacrifices, and I must see my mum every month at least. So, you can see there's a wheel here, and then you can see the scale. So this scale here means this is 0, okay? So if you're not anywhere near your goal or haven't achieved it, you put a 0. You mark down a dot here. And then up to 5, that means you're very satisfied with that goal, okay? And so you plot it along. So for example, I'm plotting my wheel here. And then you join them together, and this shows what your life wheel is right now, your life scenarios. You've mapped out your 8 goals that's going to give you your life scenario, your balanced life. Where are you? Let's be honest with ourselves. Where are we? So then you can score 1 to 5, and then you can see how jagged your life wheel is, which means you need to keep persevering and reviewing and writing down your actions and your steps to make sure that you score 5, okay? Now, the aim is to achieve a perfect circle, and that means you've accomplished a full life wheel. And I'm sure once you've accomplished that, then you'll set new goals because your dreams will become even bigger. So you'll continue. This is a life scenario. We have a long life, so we keep reviewing and reviewing this life scenario. So, and even in section 3 of the book, it's a really great book, there's even a mastership plan. We saw Arlen share her mastership plan, very good. And then I want you to go home, do your homework. Make sure you set your mastership plan. What are you going to do to be successful in Atomy? If you're not a sales master, what do you need to do? Make a plan. How can you become sales master? What connections do you need to make? You need to introduce to Atomy to 100 people. How are you going to do this? Home parties, seminars, coming to seminars, inviting people. How are you going to build those connections? Set specific dates, titles, and income you want to achieve, okay? You should do this together with your teams, with your partners. What's your ultimate goal in Atomy? Of course, it's make Imperial, okay? Yes? Imagine yourself on stage receiving that $1 million. Just dream it in your head again and again and again. And this is a lovely quote in the book. Sow a thought and reap an action. Sow an act and you reap a habit. Sow a habit and you reap a character. Sow a character, you reap a destiny. So you want to become the main character of your movie. Now, let's write our life scenario together. Let's write our life scenario until you are able to draw your dreams vividly. And I believe you, your life will change. So we have 15 minutes. Grab your pens, grab your paper, and let's scribble. What kind of dreams do you want? What future do you want? When we start thinking about these issues, sometimes we feel like we're missing something. Based on this, we also need the life balance wheel to help us make a detailed review of your existing situation. from the 8 perspectives of life. Okay? Understand? Yes. Okay, let's get thinking. Main character of your own movie.